Alright guys, welcome back to another one. Another bleed build. Yep, I love bleed builds, and this one, let me tell you, it's probably one of my favorite ones I'm going to be using at the moment. So what does this actually do? Oh, before I do mention, in the intro that you guys just watched, these weapons aren't even maxed out, so I'll be doing even more damage when they're maxed out. But anyway, we're going to be jump attacking. Like this, we're going to be doing multiple attacks and causing huge amounts of bleed and just taking out enemies and bosses instantly. So I will be showing you how to get everything we're going to be going for. Let me just explain what the build consists of. Blood Twinned Knight Sword with Seppuku. Blood Godskin Peeler, or actually Godskin Peeler with Seppuku as well. We're going to be using the White Mask, the Raptors Black Feathers, and any gauntlets that you want and any boots that you want, doesn't really matter, but these two are a must. This actually gives us more jump attack power, and this gives us more damage to bleed, okay? Rotten Winged Sword Insignia greatly raises our attack power with successive hits. That's why we're going to be doing multiple slashes in the air when we're attacking. Lord of Blood Exultation, Blood Loss in Vicinity increases attack power. So once we hit that first hit, it's going to cause bleed build-up, and then that will give us more attack power with this talisman. Taker's Cameo, not really needed, but I'm just going to be using it anyway. Restores HP upon defeating enemies. You can use anything that you want there, but this is also a must. The Claw Talisman enhances jump attacks. Okay, we're going to be doing more damage while we're jumping. So like I said, this jump attacks is probably the main thing about this build. You can also go for normal attacks if you really wanted to, but we're going to be going for jump attacks. Now let's have a look at these spells we're going to be using. These aren't mandatory, but I use them just for that bit of extra boost in damage. Flame Grant Me Strength raises physical fire affinity attack power, but also manages to actually give you more attack power anyway. And then Golden Vow increases attack and defense for self and allies. That's going to give you more attack power and defense while you're jumping. Maybe you're going to get hit in the air. But anyway, that is the build. It is stupid powerful. So let's go over how we get everything needed. So at the end of the video, the last two I'm going to be showing is the White Mask and the Rotten Sword Insignia. These two take the longest to get, so I'll leave them for the end. Alright, so for the Twinned Knight Swords, how do we get this? It's actually pretty simple. It's like one of the easiest ones. Come to Forest Spanning Great Bridge. It's located right here in the Atlas Plateau. Just near this bridge right here at the top, you're going to find this teleporter. We have to take this through. Alright, and once we are through, we have to go all the way over to those Midsummer Crazy Ladies. And it's actually laying on the floor with some nice looking armor as well. So you actually get the 2 for the price of 1 in this place. So we'll just pick them up. They're literally right there in the fire. There you go. There's the armor. And then if I can get the weapon, that'll be nice. Okay, there's the weapon. Twin Knight Sword. Holy crap. Alright, so for the Godskin Peeler, I would suggest you guys waiting until the Rotten Winged Sword Insignia quest, because you actually get both of them at the same time through the same quest. So I'll just wait for that. Alright, next up we have the Raptors Black Feathers. Now this is another really easy one to get. You can actually find this all the way over here in Sage's Cave. There's going to be a chest in there. Just go in, it's really easy guys, trust me. Just go in there, open up all the chests that you find, and you'll be able to get the entire armor set, and through that you'll get the chest piece itself. Alright, next we're going to be going for the Claw Talisman. This is a very early one to get. You want to come over to Rampart Tower in the castle, okay, right here, and just follow exactly where I go. This is a very easy one to get. Alright, and at the very top, there is your Claw Talisman, right here. Next, for the Blood Exultation Talisman, you want to come down to the Avenue balcony and follow exactly where I go. This is kind of a confusing one to get, but just follow where I go and you'll be able to get it nice and easy. Alright, now we are finally here. Once you go inside and kill the boss, it should be very easy. You'll get the talisman from there. Alright, in order to find the Flame Grant Me Strength spell, you have to come to this part of the map right over here. Okay, it's pretty easy to find. It's like a big fort, looks like this. And go to the back of it like I do, and the spell is just behind it. And for the Golden Vow spell, you'll be able to find it in Corpse Trench Shack, literally located right here. It will be on the floor, you cannot miss it. It's literally located inside. Alright, so first off, let's go for the White Mask. It's a pretty simple one to go for. So once you start the game, you want to speak to Var at the first step. Once you've spoken to him, now we need to kill Godric. So go through the first boss, go through the castle, kill Godric himself. It's pretty simple. Then we need to go back to the first step. He's going to go tell us to go to the round table and speak to the two fingers. Once you've done that, you want to go back to the first step, and now he's going to be in this location at the church. Speak to him once more, and it's going to give you some bloody fingers. Now use these to invade 3 players. You can just kill yourself or leave or get killed, it doesn't matter. Once you've done it 3 times, you want to go back and speak to him once more. After that, he's going to give you a white sheet. Now you have to go find a maiden and dip her blood into it. The way that I found it is I went to this location and did exactly what I'm doing right now. From here, it's actually quite simple. Once you are at the grey site of this location, at the top pillar, there will be a chest. Inside is a key. Take it to this pillar exactly where I am right now. Once used, you will go back to the first location of the game. There will be a boss here for you. It's pretty simple. You can kill it quite quickly. I've already killed it. But at the top, there will be church. In there will be the maiden. Inspect it, and then the white sheet will now turn red. From here, you want to go back to Var at the church that you found him at. And then he will give you the seal to teleport to the area we want to be at. And now from here, use the teleporter. You will spawn in this exact location. Follow exactly where I go from where you got teleported, and you will be invaded twice by Var himself. Once killed, you will get the white mask and the full armor set. Alright, so for the last talisman we have to go for, we have to finish Millicent's quest, and it's kind of a lengthy one. So for this, you have to come over to Gary's shack in Caelid, so it's located right here on the map. And you want to speak to this NPC. He's going to tell you to find a needle in the swamp to help Millicent because she's dying. And that needle is actually located right next to Gary's shack in this very location to fight a boss, and he will drop the needle from him. Alright, so finally killed him, we get the Analloyed Golden Needle. Now we have to take that back to Gary's shack. Alright, so once we're back at Gary's shack, you have to give him the needle, and it's going to tell you to give him some time with it. So all I recommend for this is basically just going to any type of grey site and just waiting until morning and going back to Gary's shack. Okay, so now that we're back off the way, and he'll give us the needle back now. Okay, the Analloyed Golden Needle, now it's fixed and we have to give it to Millicent. Alright, so Millicent's actually located in the Church of the Plague, right next to Gary's shack. To get here, you literally have to go through Celia, the town of Celia, and then go up this road, and then you finally get here. She'll be in the corner right there, just speak to her and give her the needle. Okay, once you give her the needle, you want to sit down at a grey site. And you can sit back up and turn around, and she should be standing there now. You want to speak to her. And then you get the prosthesis wearer heirloom. Okay, from now on, once she's repeating herself, you want to go back to Gary's shack down here. Okay, now that we're back, we have to speak to him once more. And now we can leave. So now what we're going to do is just go back up here to this grey site and just wait until morning once more. Okay, so now that we've rested, Millicent's will be gone. We have to go back to Gary's shack once more. Okay, so once we're back to Gary's shack, the NPC will be gone, but Millicent is here now, so we have to speak to her. Okay, once she's repeating herself, now we have to go find her at a different location. So next we're going to come over to the Tree Gazing Hill. Millicent will be found just across from you, from the grave site, so we're going to go speak to her again. Okay, so once you spoke to her, you have to go find her prosthesis arm, and that's actually located in this part of the map. Okay, so once you're in the shaded castle, follow exactly where I go and be able to find the prosthesis and give it back to her. After that, we're actually going to have to go somewhere else because she's going to move again. Alright, once we are here, the chest in the back will have the arm that we have to give back to her. So pick it up, and now we have to return. Alright, now go back to Millicent and give her the arm. Alright, next we're going to come over to the Dominia Windmill Village, and right at the top there will be a boss. We have to kill him. Alright, so once you've killed the enemy, you're going to get the Godskin Peeler and the Scarron Black Flame. And now what you want to do is just sit down at this grey site and Millicent will spawn here again. Okay, now she's going to spawn right next to us, so we have to speak to her one more time. We're going to come down to the ancient Snow Valley ruins in the Mountain of the Giants, located right over here. And Millicent will be right here again. Okay, once you spoke to her, now we need to go all the way to the top over here. We're going to come down to the prayer room. And that's located all the way at the top. Once we are here, Millicent will be standing here. Okay, once you've spoken to her, now we need to go through this area all the way down to the drainage channel. Okay, from here you want to turn around and go exactly where I go. Alright, and over here, now there's going to be another boss fight that we have to do. Shouldn't be too difficult, and I do have a cheese for you for him. So once you step in, he's going to spawn. You want to run this way. And drop down on this tree right here and then go up. And then once you are here, the boss won't actually be able to hit you. Just like this. And you can just start spamming your sword, your spells, or anything at him. Alright, and once we're done with that boss battle, you want to come over to this side. And now there's going to be two different options. You want to pick the yellow one. And you want to assist Millicent. Once you've done that, you'll finally get the Talisman. Alright, and that is pretty much it. That is the full loadout. You guys now have everything that I do for this build. We have the Blood Twinned Knight Sword. We have the Godskin Peeler with double seppukus. Then we also have White Mask, the Raptors Black Feathers chest piece. All the talismans needed, so Winged Sword Insignia, Blood Exultation, the Claw Talisman, and also the spells we're going to be using. Now, if you guys also want to find seppuku, if you don't know where that is, it's actually located all the way up here. In this very location, you're going to find an invisible scarab. Once you kill it, you'll get seppuku.